back to Absolute Star. This is the channel, it's just for you. It's all about you and how you're feeling. Thanks so much for all the fantastic messages I got this week. Oh, do you know what? The subjects you want to talk about, they're amazing. Relationships, infidelity, weddings. There was another one. Lots of people getting married and now they can't get married. What's happening? But one of the ones that I thought stuck out the most was the stress that everybody's under at the moment and the subject of overwhelm. It comes in many disguises. It can be a lack of connection to other people, a sense of fear, really, of not belonging, a sensitivity to what people say to you. On the other hand, people could be insensitive towards you because they're suffering from overwhelm as well. And this can really hurt, especially if you're vulnerable yourself. You may be very tearful or very angry. You could be completely exhausted or not be able to sleep at all, wired all the time. You may be very tearful or very angry. Another thing you could be doing is eating too much. I mean, gosh, I'm no stranger to the Victoria sponge and all things cake. And I know when I'm stressed, I go for the sweet stuff. Then again, you could be under-eating and not getting enough nourishment or eating the wrong things because they make you just feel better in that moment, you know. And then there's all the physical things, aches and pains, that sick feeling you get when you think, have I eaten something? No, it's just stress. The headaches, migraines, those when you can't see, the flashing lights, the pain here in your traps. And then of course there's the tears. It's an awful, awful, awful place to be. And you can't switch it off. You can't fight it. It's horrible. But then again, there are things you can do. Okay? In the past, when I've had this sort of thing, through having chronic illness, which I've had for 20 years, and I know an awful lot of people out there will be able to identify with this, the overwhelm that comes with chronic illness. Here's a few ideas that might help you. First of all, you have to care for yourself, gently, with kindness and slowly. Self-care isn't selfish, you know. It's probably life-saving. If you don't care for yourself, how can you care for anybody else who might need you? Try and create a new routine. That's what I did. Because the old one's gone up the chute, hasn't it? But only for now. We can make this better. And you have to do this yourself. It's hard, but you have to do it yourself at the beginning. Because there are people around you who might not be coping either. And they can't really help, can they? Firstly, don't try and control anything. Don't try and organise anything. When you're in overwhelm, when you're really, really struggling and you're feeling like, oh, it's too much, just stop for a moment. How you can manage the next half an hour. How are you going to get through the next half an hour? And then the next half an hour. And the next. Until that feeling of panicky, horrible, lack of control of yourself has gone. It's awful, it's awful. It's hard to even explain because it's so horrible. But it will go, it will pass. Believe me, it will. I've been there. Make sure that you eat properly. Even if it's only a bit and you can't manage much, make sure it's nourishing food. Try and sleep. If you can't sleep, rest. Anything. Quiet, dark rooms help. Quiet spaces. Create your own little space. Create your own little routine that you like for yourself, even if it's something really, really simple like making the bed, sitting on it and putting on some lovely perfume. Anything that makes you feel nice and ground you in the moment. It will pass. You will feel stronger. We can do this together because you're an absolute star. That's what you are. Well, you are to me.